Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Streaming with Suchin. It's a brand spanking new year and there's so much sexy streaming stuff to look forward to in 2020 that it really makes you wonder, why do people still go out anymore anyway? Before we dive into all the fun stuff that's dropped in the first half of January, let's go over some New Year's resolutions for streaming, shall we? You know, that thing where we all introspect and see what we'd like to change about ourselves and then try and do something about it until we come to the inevitable realization that we're probably not even capable of change and chances are we're all beyond hope anyway. Let's all stop watching stuff while also constantly being on our phones and scrolling through random social media crap. Yeah, you know who you are. Let's promise not to steal more than 2 Netflix passwords at any given time, yeah? No more scrolling endlessly for hours and hours trying to find something to watch while refusing to make your mind up. Just frickin' pick one. Do it! Try stepping away from your comfort zone and take a punt on an Indian show or check out a show in a different language. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. Don't be a dick by sharing spoilers. It's not cool and you will burn in streaming hell. If you've committed to watching a show with your friend or partner, you gotta stand by it and watch it with them. Or more importantly, go ahead and watch it anyway, but for God's sakes, just don't get caught. And last but not least, let's also pledge to listen to all of Suchin's adorable recommendations and not to make fun of his face in the comments below. No, not happening. Okay then. Any big streaming resolutions that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. We have some cool new shows to talk about from January so far, so let's go for it, shall we? First up, we begin with Messiah, Netflix's latest attempt to feed the binge-watch beast. A mysterious figure emerges following a natural disaster in Syria and leads the survivors to safety and is proclaimed the Messiah. He goes on to perform what appear to be more miracles and quickly becomes a global sensation. People start to see him as a savior, while the CIA and powers that be see him as a threat. But is he a meme or the Messiah? Liberator or lunatic? Random Instagram motivational quote or master manipulator? That's the question. Basically, it's about a brown dude who keeps saying a bunch of apparently random deep things with an inexplicably large following. Sorry, wrong picture. Either way, while it's far from the strongest storytelling on Netflix with a number of loopholes and meandering subplots, Messiah is some truly fascinating stuff. It's an ambitious and weirdly hypnotic show which explores the messy intersection between faith, religion and politics, led by a strong performance from Michelle Monaghan and especially from the fantastic Mehdi Debi who plays the Messiah. He's a real find. In the end, Messiah raises more questions than it answers, but it really takes you places and I definitely recommend it. Netflix also had the new Indian original series Jamtara, which really worked for me. Set in Jharkhand's Jamtara district, the show is based on the true story of a group of boys who start a phishing scam where they just randomly cold call people from across the country to get their bank details and steal their money. The show follows the power struggles within the group as they face the consequences of their success and the extra attention they get from the police and a local thug politician played by the brilliant Amit Sayal. Jamtara is a gloriously well acted show and chances are you've never seen most of these actors, which makes it that much more effective. It's hard to choose a single standout performance, but watch out for Sparsh Srivastav, Monica Pawar and Akshay Pardasani. At 10 episodes of 20 minutes each, Jamtara is an easy watch and the whole thing sort of feels like one long movie. It's also a very good looking show which really immerses you in its surroundings and really makes you feel like you're in Jamtara alongside those characters. But I do wish the writing was more ambitious and packed more of a punch, and it does tend to become repetitive and lose steam near the end. Still, while it sets out to tell a more contained story, it tells it well, and if this is any indication of what Netflix India has to offer in 2020, I'm fully on board. On to Amazon Prime Video, starting with their new series Treadstone. At a time where every movie ever made seems to be getting a TV spin-off for some reason, Treadstone is the latest on that list. The show is a spin-off of the popular Bourne franchise, focusing on the shady organization that created agents like Jason Bourne. The story follows a new set of super soldiers who are seemingly ordinary people who have no idea that they're actually trained killers and who are being gradually activated by bad guys to do bad guy stuff. Fun fact, the show also features our very own Shruti Hassan in a small role, which is pretty cool. The idea for Treadstone as a show makes sense on paper. The Bourne franchise was a solid mix of sophisticated espionage drama and cool-ass new age action. But Treadstone somehow manages to be neither of these things. It's a whole lot of poor acting, lack of imagination, and a weird, convoluted story. It's basically just a bunch of sleeper agents just being controlled by sleeper cells to activate a buried sleeping bomb with sleepy drama. Okay, I just wanted to nap. Also, it's cool that it has a global perspective following characters all across the world, including Russia, India, and North Korea, but someone at Amazon Prime screwed up, so a lot of the first few episodes don't actually have subtitles for all the non-English stuff, which is basically most of it. There's legitimately a scene where a Russian spy turns off a light and the subtitles reads, "turns off light switch," but then she goes on to have a conversation in Russian for 10 minutes and no subtitles. Clearly, Amazon Prime Video has decided to subvert the traditional use of subtitles. Now, inanimate objects like taps and light switches get subs, but people speaking in other languages, you can figure that shit out yourself. Either way, Treadstone is entirely forgettable. I made it through 3 episodes and then just skipped ahead to watch all of Shruti Hassan's scenes because national pride. Moving on, the first Amazon Prime Video's comedy special from this year comes from AIB's Rohan Joshi, and it's a fun watch. In his new special Wake and Bake, Joshi largely talks about how he's now 36 and all the good stuff that comes with that, from marriage pressures to embracing the inevitable Indian unclehood headed his way. It's a likable, fun hour of comedy, which isn't trying too hard to be particularly deep or life-changing, but that's not to say it isn't thought-provoking when it wants to be. I especially liked his bit acknowledging privilege. Joshi's stand-up special is a pleasant watch that stands out among the recent string of forgettable Amazon comedy specials, and even if it isn't constantly laugh-out-loud funny or particularly profound, it's a light, consistently enjoyable watch and a great start to the year in stand-up. That's all for this time, but the rest of January looks bloody exciting. With new comedy specials from Veer Das and Russell Peters, Kabir Khan's The Forgotten Army on Amazon Prime, and Z5's new fortune cookie / streaming show Never Kiss Your Best Friend, among many others. I'll catch you guys at the end of the month. Happy streaming!